Good evening, teacher and classmate. My name is Feli Valencia, and today I'm going to present our animated video project on tile. How should we be fighting against corruption? The purpose of the video presentation is to explain what the corruption is, why it's a serious global problem, and how it affects society. We will also show real example of corruption and propose possible solutions such as stronger laws, citizen participations, transparency, and education. Thank you for your attention. The corruption is not only a political or economic issue. It is a social problem that impacts everyone. That is why it is important to understand it and take action against it. Corruption is defined of the abuse of power for personal gain. It manifests through practices such as bribery, fraud, favoritism, and bribes carried out by influential entities, including government and private corporations. This phenomenon has several social and financial consequences, as it undermines democracy, weakens public trust, and limits access to essential service for vulnerable populations. On a global scale, corruption hinders economic development, distorts makers, and deepens inequality, understating its dynamics. Economic roots in real-world examples, such as financial market manipulation, help society design effective prevention and control strategies. For this reason, addressing corruption is not only a legal responsibility, but also a moral and social imperative. Example of corruption in practice. Corruption can take many forms, including bribery, misuse of public funds, and unequal access to public service. A clear example of large-scale corruption is a Odebrecht case, which involved the creation of a criminal network dedicated to paying bribe in exchange for securing multi-million-dollar government contracts. The bribes were paid through what now as Box 2, an internal system used by the Brazilian company Norberto Odebrecht to conceal illicit payment, according to plea agreed. Former executives admitting to paying bribes derived from illegal activity to Panamanian public official or individual connected to the government. Information provided by the United States in 2016 related to approximately 59 million in bribes were paid to Panamanian officials between 2010 and 2014 to obtain public infrastructure contract. In this case, the son of the former president Ricardo Martinelli, one of the main figures accused, were convicted in the United States for using the U.S. financial system to launder money like it to Odebrecht. As a result of the corrupt practice, Odebrecht was awarded major infrastructure projects in Panama, including the Coastal Beltway, Bay Cleanup Project Phase 2, Maiden Colon Highway, Urban Renewal of Curundú, Panama Metro Line 1 and 2, Urban Renewal of Colon, mechanics used to pay bribe, according to the indictment prepared by Valoisa Martinez. Odebrecht used six main mechanics to conceal bribery, fictitious contract to justify back transfer, shell companies used it to receive and transfer illicit fund, payment to public officials, former officials, and frontmen who were part of the criminal structure. Use of nominate director, individual listed at company director to open bank account and facilitated money movement. Use a frontman straw person to hide the real beneficiaries of company and asset. cash payments often delivered to low-ranking officials using false invoice. This procedure was not unique to Panama. Similar schemes were implemented in countries of Peru, Colombia, Mexico, Argentina, Ecuador, and Guatemala, usually involving inflated project costs that were later converted into bribes. Solution: how can corruption be prevented? If less unchecked, corruption can increase criminal activities and strengthen organized crime within communities. However, several measures can help prevent and control it. Education. Strong in a strong education approach should reform ethical business practice and train managers and employees to identify corruption risks. This can be achieved through mandatory training programs, such as an anti-money laundering course. Senior executives and managers must promote a culture of honesty and integrity by leading through example. Control environment. A solid international control environment reduces corruption risks. This includes thorough background check before hiring or promoting employees and clear internal procedures to prevent misconduct. Accountability. When accountability mechanics exist, organizations can force an ethical culture while ensuring that those who violate the rules are held responsible for their actions. Regulations establish a code of conduct and ethics help prevent conflict of interest. This is particularly important in sectors such as finance, where professionals are required to comply with strict ethical standards or face sanctions. We whistleblowing, facilitating safe and accessible reporting channel for managers, employees, suppliers, and customers can significantly reduce corruption. It is essential to ensure protection for whistleblower so they can report wrongdoing without fear of retaliation. Sanctions. Clear and fair sanctions must be established to the corrupt behavior. This may include financial penalties and legal actions such as prosecutions and, in serious case, imprisonment. In conclusion, the corruption is not insulated issue, it's a global problem that affects economic growth, social justice, and democratic stability. Fighting corruption requires collective effort, transparency, and ethical responsibility from government, institutions, and citizens alike. So, what we can to do fight corruption. We can educate ourselves, reject corruption practice in our daily life, report irregularities, and demand accountability from those in power. By taking an active role in promoting integrity, we can contribute to build a fairer, more transparent society where public resource truly serve the common good. Thank you very much. Bye.